of consecutive congruent sides. Okay, we handed this out last week, so if you still have yours, go ahead and glue that in. If you're missing this, Miss Sawyer has them, just catch your attention. Thanks, Miss Sawyer. So our congruent sides are sides that are actually touching each other. So in this first picture, this top picture, we have this side here is touching the other side that it's congruent to. So this side is congruent to this side. Okay, so we'll have that the other two sides that touch each other will be congruent. So this side and this side will be congruent to each other. So we'll do 2 tick marks there, 2 tick. And because of that, where those two parts come together, where that one side and two, these angles end up being congruent to each other. The ones across from each other here end up being congruent. Alright, so in our picture down here, we're going to work with this kite. We're going to say that this is kite G, H, J, and K. So first thing we want to do is mark our parts that are congruent. So which two sides will be congruent in this kite? It's kind of hard to tell, but try your best. Which two might be congruent? JK. GK, good. So these two sides will be congruent to each other. What other sides will be congruent? GH will be congruent to HJ, yep. And what angles will be congruent to each other? Angle G will be congruent to J. Okay. Something that we know here is that angle H is 84 degrees. That's going to be in our given. And angle K is 60 degrees. What I want to do is I want to be able to find the measure of angle G. So, even though this is a kite has how many sides? 4. It's a quadrilateral. And what do I know is all the inside's going to add up to a four-sided shape? Yeah, remember we have that n minus 2 times 180 that we can do?
So that n stands for what? Good, you jumped ahead. What does n stand for? Number of sides. So how many sides do we have? 4. So 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 times 180 is 360.
So I know all four of those angles are going to add up to 360. So what would be my next step in figuring out what angle G is equal to? Now that I know the total, how can I figure out what angle G is equal to? Okay, 360 minus what? Minus 60 minus 84.
So minus the parts we have.
300 minus 84. 260? What? No. I don't believe you.
Someone convert.
216. Yeah. I thought you said 60. There we go. 216. Now that gives us our leftover amount. Is that leftover amount just for angle G? No, it's for what angles? Which ones do we not use yet? G and J. But G and J are the same. So they're equal amount, they're even. So how can I figure out what they're equal to if I know together they're 216? Divide by what? 2. So 216 divided by 2 would give us 108. Yep. So the measure of angle G is 108 degrees.